Rolling. Okay. Welcome. Episode 7. Gonna try and make this a little bit shorter today, just because everyone has been moaning that I've managed to get to watch it, saying an hour is just too long. I think they're right. On my own, too long. I do need a guest or like a co-host or just something where it's not just me. But I don't know. I've not got any friends, so yeah. Okay, so first things first. I started off the last episode with a dick pic, and today's no different. Dick pics! Oh yeah! Alright, so dick pic for today is a band called Wax Fang. Now, they had a little bit of success, I think, maybe 10 years ago. They had a song out called Majestic. It was featured in a American Dad episode, and also one of their other tracks from the same album, the album La La Land, was included in that episode as well. And that whole album, 10 years old now, it's almost an ass blast from the past, but I'm going to keep it as a pick because I've been listening to their album, the new album. It's alright, it's a little bit updated, like with the way that they sound. You can sort of tell in the 2010 album that they're trying to sound a little bit like, who was they? Your sex is on fire! Them people. I can't remember what they're called now. I don't know. You guys know. But anyway, yeah, check them out. Wax Fang. And check out the album La La Land from 2010. Such good songs on there. You can listen to I listened to the full album yesterday morning. Song, like the Majestic song. Wake Up Sleepyhead, really good. Cannibal Summer. Oh Recklessness. That's a little bit of a slow one. Still good. I like it. And I hope you guys too. So that is my for today. Alright, so next thing on the list. People are idiots, man. It's a bit of an update too. I'm going to do, because everyone's moaning about the length being too long. They want to see it shortened down. I'm going to do like another episode where I'm just talking about little tidbits where people can just go off and figure out more if they want to. Just more of like a TLDR episode. But it's not really a TLDR because you're watching. It's like a TLDW. Or sometimes if you just got it on in the background, TLDL. 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 TLDW. Or TLDWL. I'm just going to stop there because I'm just confusing myself now. You know what I mean. I did actually set up a channel called AllYouGeek, partitioned, like on a hard drive. You partition it, and I was just going to break up the podcast into like little chunks, but because it's just me, I don't really want to do that. When I get to a point where I can have someone co-host with me, then I'll start doing that. But until then, I'm just going to do a TLDR episode. So I'll do the TLDR episode, and part of that episode I'll go further into it. But right now, I'm just going to bring up the basics, which are the idiots with guns that I mentioned before. Oh, well, they've been raided and the guns have been taken away. And also, one of the things that I was reading is the state laws about stand your ground and everything like that. They say that there has to be, if you're going to point your gun, there has to be an immediate threat, you know. And I saw earlier on one of the stories that I was reading about this whole raid that, let me get it up. Yeah, so I'll show you now. Here we go.
St. Louis police searched the home of a couple who went viral in June for pointing their guns at protesters. So look, you can see here,
they're out of they're not on their property anymore. They're literally like seeking the protest. They're going after the protesters. The protesters were just marching down the street, and from the pictures that I've seen, it was just going down the street. Now, one of the things that they were saying, this couple, is that they broke down this iron gate. I think that probably happened after they decided to go out and start pointing guns at people. That idiot woman with the gun, it was just pointing it around, like I said before, like a toy, like it's a joke. She's got a finger on the trigger, and you can see that on some of the pictures that I screenshotted, and I'll have on the screen now. So, criminal charges? Yeah. The dude did have his finger off, and he wasn't pointing the gun, but she was fired up. So, you know, that's just a quick thing. They've been raided. The police have got their guns off of them. Well done. That's a good thing. I'll go deeper into it on the TLDR. So, the next thing about people being idiots, in America again, American idiots, I'm sure there's a song about that by a certain band who are sellouts, but idiots in America, I really, really fail to understand these people who won't wear masks. And I showed it on a couple of episodes back of people, like, it was just one video. It was one video of a guy trying to get into like a Walmart or something who didn't want to wear a mask. The guy wouldn't let him in. He went flying. He stormed his way in. They sought after him. The guy with the camera or his phone filming it. It's just like, dude, just wear a mask. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. And I've already mentioned this. I think if you're not wearing a mask, then you're spreading it. And you sort of like, you're endangering people, basically. You're endangering people, and it's not right. It is not right that people are coming out, going off about how, about how they're going off about, not like, it's my right as an American citizen, you know, saying that we're not communists and all this, that, and the other. And right, so the reason why I just stuttered my way through that part is because I was trying to find this. And these people, right, okay, these people, bear with me 1 second, that are talking in these videos flabbergast me. Like, you know, like when you watch old episodes of Jerry Springer, now that you know it's all fake, you sort of look at it and go, yeah, I can tell it's fake. There's not a single person on this entire planet that would act this way or say these things because it's a joke. It's not real. And we know that now. Looking back at it, I don't know. People are crazy. This is like that. But these people seem to be serious. But no sane person on the planet would act this way. No sane person would act, talk, walk, or think these things. They're talking about things like, I'm stuttering through it again. They're talking about things like, what is going on? Why is it doing this to me? Right. They're talking about what? Yeah, here we go. So. all these people, like, they got this smug look on their face. We're not wearing a mask. It's alright. But just listen.
It's wrong what you're doing.
It's wrong what you're doing. This is America.
This is America. It's not communist China. You want to call me selfish for not wearing a mask? I want to say to you, all the people calling me selfish, you're the one who's trying to force me a medical procedure.
A medical procedure. Okay, this is what got me yesterday when I saw it on Reddit and I didn't line it up properly, but what is he talking about? A medical procedure to put a mask on. Putting a mask on is no different from doing this. I'm wearing glasses over my eyes. Now I'm wearing it over my mouth. This could be a mask. What's the fucking difference? Alright? I've been wearing a mask. We have to wear masks now in the UK. It's compulsory to wear masks in shops. It was first on buses, and yeah, so, you know, we have to wear masks and stuff. I wear a mask on buses. I don't got no issue with it. End of the day, saves lives. It saves lives. This guy as well, he's wearing glasses. He's wearing fucking glasses. What the fuck, right? What's the difference, right? What's the difference? It's like you put clothes on, right? You put glasses on, right? You put a hat on, right? You put the hat on and the glasses, the sunglasses, to protect your eyes. You put the mask on to protect other people, but also yourself, because it does. There's loads of videos out there showing people like vaping through them, and you can't hardly see anything coming out. So, you know, if stuff's not going out, then it's probably not going in either. Obviously, touch is a lot more like conductive for the disease, but like, you put clothes on, right? Yeah. And like, what are you going to stop wearing clothes because society makes you wear clothes? Like, you wear underwear around the house, or you cover yourself when you get out of the bath and you're walking around the house, say you got a family, so they don't see your junk, because that's a decent thing to do. Now, people die if you don't wear a mask. Nobody dies if they see your junk. No one has ever died from shock because they saw a cock, right? No one has ever died because they saw human flesh. But you still wear clothes, you still cover yourself. What's the difference with a mask? It's a bit of paper on your face.
You can feel more safe.
The second that. Listen to this. Stay in your house.
You have a right to stay in your house.
You have a right to stay in your house. Look at the way that they're attacking these people. Immediately, both of them just go after him. Immediately. And I don't know what it is about. It's like this weird gang mentality. I spoke about this before, about like flat earthers, how they congregate and they all have this pub theory. It's all pub theory. And then people get all worked up about it, and they don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea.
Procedure so you can feel more safe.
Watch how they both go after him.
Stay in your house. You have a right to stay in your house.
The fuck? What the fuck is wrong with these idiots?
We're up against.
Person in her own home.
She's allowed to stay in her own home. She's allowed to stay in her own home. Well, okay, so she's allowed to stay in her own home. You might be carrying the disease and not know it. Are you alright to go into a public space without a mask? Do you have the right to potentially kill tens of people? Or, you know, You don't know. Say if 3 or 4 people get it, they pass it on. They pass it on. This is how these diseases work, you know?
Yeah.
In all honesty, we don't feel like we're
yeah. So I
moving
saw
anywhere
this
positive
bit sad.
in the right direction. We felt good for a while.
So yeah, I'm flabbergasted by the idiocy. Oh yeah, that's it. There's a part of this video where they're talking in Congress. I'm sure they are.
It's disheartening.
And they're like trying to make the point.
The selfishness of it.
And they just look like absolute.
The selflessness of my staff
R-word.
and the people in this hospital.
They look R-worded.
Who are putting themselves at risk.
To put it politely.
And I got COVID from this.
So where's the
communist dictators? Is this the legacy you want to be known for? You want to be responsible for fear-mongering and misinformation fed to your citizens? The problem with humanity today is ignorance, arrogance, and apathy. Keep taking the road of least resistance. Keep listening to the TV brainwashing you from birth. Keep listening to conditioning messages in your local stores while shopping, just like Fidel Castro did over the loudspeakers in Cuba. Don't you see the problem?
We will get together and do a citizen's arrest on every single human being that goes against the freedom of choice, okay? You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people. And we the people are waking up, and we know what citizen's arrest is, because citizen's arrests are already happening, okay? And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity. Every single one of you.
How do I play a saxophone and sing with a mask on? I'll let you think about that. What about PTSD from child abuse? We don't matter because of the greater good, right?
You all are playing doctors, and you're not. And God gave us the very breath that we are to breathe. I would also like to know, where do you get the authority to reduce my oxygen? Who made you perpetrators over my life?
People are idiots. That's one part of it. The next part of it, talking about masks and idiots. France. What the fuck is going on in France? Bus driver got pulled off of his bus, beaten up so badly that he went into a coma, and then after 5 days his family had to make the decision whether or not to keep him alive. Unfortunately, they turned the machines off. A bus driver got beaten to death because he wouldn't let people on because they didn't want to put a mask on, or at least cover their face. All you have to do is that. That's a face covering. You don't have to wear a fucking mask. You can just do this. This isn't hard. I can breathe. You can hear me. Jesus Christ. What? I'd hate to think, like, what would happen if there was a full-on, like, what is it? Chemical warfare. And people had to wear gas masks all day, every day, like in World War. There'd be a lot of dead idiots, I know that. Clear out the trash, at least. But yeah. So I've, links to all this stuff down below, and this poor guy, just trying to protect other people, and they beat him to death in France. For the French Prime Minister, the new guy, came in and said, "Look, we're gonna full on charge these people to the fullest extent, give them the biggest sentence we possibly can, because it's just absolutely R-worded." I'm paraphrasing for him, of course. I don't think he would ever speak like that, but I'm just saying. So, moving on. Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3. Now, Valve have come out and said a bunch of stuff about some projects that they've been working on that never made it. And Half-Life 3 was in the works. Everyone says that Valve have got this thing about not making a third game, which is fair enough, because sequels usually always suck. I mean, Resistance 2, that was pretty good. Because Resistance 1 in comparison is gash. So, Anyway, Valve didn't make that. I think that was BioWare. But yeah, so they were gonna make this Half-Life 3 game, and then we're gonna make it like Left 4 Dead, where like you can play it over and over again. It's different, but not like Detroit Becoming Human, kind of different like paths that you can take. More of, say you need to go and find someone that's in a building somewhere. You got like you try and find them. You go into the building. You got zombies and shit or whatever, alien people or the guys with the guns in Half-Life coming at you, enemies. But unlike most games where you play one level and you know, and then you die, and then you know where they are, where they're coming from, it's different. It's called procedural generation. So not only were they trying to come up with this idea where you don't know where the enemies are going to be coming from each time you play it, they also wanted to have it so that different routes were blocked off. So you die, and then you go to take the same route again, but it might be blocked off, or a door might be locked, or a different door might be open. So, so it's more replayable. However, it didn't come into fruition. There's a whole bunch of stuff on, I think it's IGN. Yeah, link down below. I can't find the actual Valve publication for it. I went onto the site, I couldn't find anything. The only things that I did find were that they, for some reason, publish the staff handbook. That's a bit weird, but I don't know, whatever. So yeah, so there's that. They scrapped it. They did have it in dev for a year. They scrapped it because they were trying to build it on the Source 2 engine, and the Source 2 engine were a little bit lower. And I mean, the guy, G-Man, who's in Half-Life 2, I did have Half-Life 1, but I didn't really play it that much. I think I got about halfway through. But Half-Life 2, I even made a game trailer for Half-Life 2 when I was like 14. Just because I loved it that much. And I have played that game so much, so much. I might even play it again today. But I've never played episode 2, just that one, Half-Life 2. That's all you need. That's all you need is Half-Life 2. So there's a guy in that called G-Man. Like I said, I don't know if he's in the first one or episode 2, but G-Man, he starts off at the beginning, he's like, "Wake up, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine." Like that, like an AI voice. So the guy who they based the modelling of the character for G-Man, they fully 3D scanned his face and everything like that. This is back in 2014. Not written that part down, but yeah, it was 2014, 2015, I think, or 2013, around that sort of time. So, we've got things back then. Xbox 360, was that out? I mean, a lot of people were using the Kinect from the Xbox 360 to do 3D scans because it's got infrared, cameras on it and stuff to do 3D modeling because it uses that technology in the games. And it's Microsoft, so you can just plug it straight into your Windows computer and it works. So yeah, they did all that advanced sort of scanning and stuff from Frank Sheldon, and they just never made it, which is kind of sad. So yeah, there's some other stuff in there too, some other games that they were looking at making. They were looking at making a Left 4 Dead 3. Let's have a look at that. Left 4 Dead 3. So yeah, Left 4 Dead 3, an open world. Yeah, that's it. It was an open world game that they were going to do, but the same reason Half-Life 3 didn't get made. Source 2 engine just never got finished properly. And then some other stuff too. Links down below if you want to read the full thing. The Vader VR headset it was a game that was designed for the VR. They were going to bring that one out with the Half-Life VR Alex game. So yeah, they didn't do it because it was a little bit too ambitious, it says here. The team estimates it would have cost $5,000 per unit if released. I don't think anyone's going to pay $5,000 for a fucking VR game. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, there's a video, a 1-minute video. That's a bit shit from IGN. But it's interesting. Like I said, I can't find the actual publication from Valve, but there's a quite detailed like sort of story on IGN about all that. So let's move on from this. I want to go to, why do I do this? Why do I not set up my bookmarks and everything like that properly? So I read a story. Well, I shouldn't be laughing, but well, actually, it's not that bad. Sylvester Stallone found out that he didn't have he was having a daughter with a model that he was having an affair with, and his girlfriend or fiance at the time, when he found out that his model was this mistress model affair woman that he was having the affair with was pregnant, was having his kid, he broke up with his, I think she might have been his fiancée, but she was definitely his girlfriend at the time. He broke up with her, and we're talking in the early 90s here, so he broke up with her, and he did so by means of writing a handwritten note and then sending it via FedEx. The original text dump. And I did Google it. I tried to find if other people have been, if there'd been reports of other people that had done this sort of thing in the past. And I couldn't find anything. The only thing that I could find is like these like stupid images of people that have done it in the modern day. I'll put a link to like where I found all these, like what I searched for, the search link. But yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. Don't hate me on a Thursday now. That's Sex in the City, but I don't know. I don't know. You don't know if any of these are true. However, the Sylvester Stallone one does sound about right. But anyway, this model she's quite a famous model as well. I don't know her name. Before my time. She had the baby, and then he found out it wasn't his. It's like, what the fuck, you know? I think he broke up with her immediately. They were engaged at the time. And what's even more interesting about this, the original text dumper, Sylvester Stallone, ended up getting back with the woman he text dumped in 1997, and they are still married today, and they've had 3 kids. That's quite a weird story. I thought it was quite interesting. So yeah, that's just something that I wanted to talk about on this episode. Why? I know why the bookmarks are disappearing. Because when what? I don't know. There we go. So yeah, the original text dumper, Sylvester Stallone. I'll put a link to the story down below. So, French Prostrava, yeah, idiots with guns get raided. This one sort of made me go, So, Huawei, the UK government, have done a massive U-turn on allowing them to, sort of take over our network, our 5G network. And they've even gone as far to turn around and say, we don't want anything Huawei in the UK. Everything must be removed by 2027. Phone carriers and stuff like that, like mobile phone networks, 3 or 2, Vodafone, all of them. I don't know. Vodafone is still going. All the different phone networks in the UK are not allowed to buy new Huawei handsets after at the end of this year. I think they're not allowed to sell them anymore, and the reason for it is because of like the whole Chinese spying on us and everything like that sort of thing. Which, if it's true, yeah, fair enough. You don't want them spying on us, because what they're doing in Hong Kong is absolutely disgraceful, and what they do to their own people is also quite disgraceful. I sort of spoke about this a little bit in the last episode, but one thing that made me go, about all of this is that I read a story that they've got to get rid by the end of the year. And then I read another story that said all handsets, no new handsets after the end of the year. And then I've read this article, which is the most up-to-date article because it only came out yesterday, that all the kit must be removed by 2027. I'm sorry, but if it is true, if they are worried about the spying and stuff like that, 2027 is not good enough. It needs to be done immediately. They're going to have like 6-7 years, they're going to have 6 years, 6.5 years to sit and spy on us. If it's true. How is that right? 5 years, it's not soon enough. It's like the whole face mask covering thing. Like they're saying, oh yeah, after the 24th, then everyone has to wear masks. No, now! Everyone should be wearing masks now. In 2 weeks' time, in 10 days' time, that's gonna be, that's too long. That's too long to expose people. This thing, it festers inside you for up to 2 weeks before you start even showing symptoms. So, yeah, I don't know what the problem is with the UK government, but they need to start acting immediately. Everything takes too long. Everything takes too long. There's never any proper change. And this is just a prime example of that. So they're going to be sat on our phones, fucking monitoring us for the next 6 years. Fucking joke, man. It's a joke. And I just think it's stupid. I don't understand what's so hard about going, is that Huawei? Right, no. Okay, put a different one in. There we go. Just fucking do it. I could go on all day about how fucking stupid our government is, but let's move on. Let's move on from stupid shit. Right. A good thing. Let's look at this good thing. Black and red. PS5. Yes. That looks badass. That looks badass. I mean, I can remember growing up. Like PS2. When that silver one came out, the big fat one, the big silver one, I wanted it so bad just because it was silver. And now they brought out like white console as the first one. But this black one, it looks dark and mean. It looks good. I like it because it's got a blue LED on one side and a red LED on the other. So it's pretty sweet. So yeah, looks like they're going to do a black and red one, which is a lot better looking than the white one. I'm sorry. The white one sort of looks like it looks like something from Portal. I'm not saying that Portal's bad, but it does look like an oversized Wi-Fi router modem. It does. It doesn't look like a PlayStation. It doesn't look like a console. But the black one, yeah, I can get down with that. Man, I'm definitely getting one when it comes out. I prefer the white one. Carlos82. You need your eyes checking. And you, Mark G420. Kudos. Respect for the 420. But you, sir, need to smoke some more weed because your eyesight is trash. Sorry. The black one is badass, in my opinion. Okay. So, I'm trying to keep this episode short. So, I think that's pretty much about it. There's not much I can really talk about. I've not bookmarked that much. I've been really busy. Well, actually, I could talk about the Dr. Disrespect thing. I saw an article last night. The Dr. Disrespect and what's his face? Ninja and Shroud. Is that his name? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know these gamers. But they are going to do a service. They are going to do their own streaming service. Cannot find that article anywhere now. I'm sure I bookmarked it, but I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. Not on my phone. It's not on Reddit. I don't know where it's gone. I've Googled it a million times this morning. Cannot find that story. Can't find anyone talking about it. It's not Brian. Apparently it isn't Brian, so that was right. Still no one knows why he got banned, but like I said, I think it's because I think Dr. Disrespect's probably done something on purpose. I don't know. I think it's all made up. I do think it's all made up, because this sort of thing is what people do in the showbiz world, or anything where people are watching. Anything that requires people attention, they make shit up. They make up rivalries. They make up stories. They say any publicity is good publicity, and it's true. It's true. It's true. Because, I mean, look at Will Smith's fucking situation. Look at this. Because it all kicked off with that Jada. She turned around and started getting on Sean, what's his face? I forgot. Is that? I don't know. You know what I mean. Oh, I forgot his name. She started getting on that YouTuber's case about jerking off to kids, and like, yeah, there's a lot of evidence that he's got a weird sort of sense of humor when it comes to like that, like pedophilia and stuff, and yeah, it's just a bit weird, but I don't know. I sort of watched a few of his videos and I sort of got like, I got the impression that I don't know, but I don't know how to take him. I just don't know. I don't know with him. Don't know. But yeah, it all came out when she sort of called him out on Twitter, saying that you can't, no more excuses, I've had enough, blah, blah, blah. And then some other guy came out, a rapper, 27-year-old rapper came out and said, I had an affair with her, and Will Smith let me. And then she did this red table thing, explaining everything, admitting to the affair, saying that her marriage was over, or she thought it was, with Will Smith, and blah, blah, blah. And then after that, a story came out about 50 Cent sending him some like messages saying, hey man, what's up, you okay, and blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, 50, I'm good, and da da da. And then 50 Cent said something like, yo man, you can't let that boy break her back or something. It's like, fuck you, 50. And yeah, so, and then 50's like, what I do? But yeah, so, and then on top of that, the Jaden Smith has come out and said, oh yeah, I'm in a relationship with Tyler the Creator, a gay relationship with him. Alright, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but he's like 12 years older than him or something, which is a bit weird, because like he's only like 18, 19, something like that, and Tyler the Creator is like late 20s. So that's a bit weird. And then I saw some stories about how Will Smith's not happy about that. All about sex, isn't it? It's all about sex. So that's all pretty negative sort of stuff that's come out. There's no like pat on the back news that's come out in the Smith family. But I did see that Jada Smith, Pinkett Smith, has been offered like $2 million to represent a website that specialises in people who want to have affairs. So any publicity is good publicity, it would seem. So, there you go. Back to Dr. Disrespect. I read some articles, apparently he put on Twitter last night something about YouTube, and now he's not moving to YouTube. Like I read last night, the story about he's doing this thing. There's so many stories going off about this that no one knows what's right or wrong. I mean, the video that I did on the last episode, I think it's only had like 15 views, But the majority of them came from the search in YouTube, and the search contained Dr. Disrespect. So I'm getting people watching my videos because I had a theory about it, or it's in my thing, because people want to know. People want to know what the fuck happened. You can't turn around to people and say, I know what happened, and then delete the tweet. Because you know that you're just going to get attention from it. So, is it all made up? Probably. Probably is all made up. It might have just wanted to take a break and said to Twitch, look, I've got this idea that was going to generate loads of attention. I want to take a few weeks off or a month off. We'll build up this story. I'll stay silent because I don't want to be on social media. I want time off. And let it run. And then you guys just turn around and say, oh, right, we've reviewed it and we're going to let him back on now. And it'll be the great return of Dr. Disrespect to Twitch. If that happens, you heard it first. You heard it from me. And I think that is a very plausible theory, because Twitch and their higher-ups, I mentioned in the last episode, are quite immature with the way that they do business sometimes. The whole thing, there's loads of people that have said they're going to leave Twitch, and then Twitch just bans their account or removes the monetization part of it, and they have to reapply and to get their money because they need a creator account or something, I don't know. But yeah, this snidey little fucks, and for him to turn around and do something like this as a publicity stunt, I think, yeah, it's very believable that they would do something like this. So only time will tell. Time makes fools of us all, as they say. So I can't really talk about much else in this episode. This is a quick one. I'm starting a new job next week. I'm going to do the TLDR episode maybe tomorrow or the day after. Filming this one on Wednesday the 15th. I'm going to release it on Sunday, hopefully. I'm starting, hopefully I can get it all edited and up for Sunday. And then the TLDR episode, maybe Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be busy, so not sure how often I'm going to be able to post these, but I'll do what I can. Stick with me. So, stay safe, take it easy, geek out.